Thank you for joining our discussion today on how to digitize buildings and make them more sustainable and healthier with AWS. We are joined by our AWS partner, Carrier, to dive into how IoT can help building owners and operators to increase operational efficiency and provide safe and healthy environments for the occupants. Carrier is the inventor of modern air conditioning and continues to bring innovative solutions to the market through its growing investment in digital technologies. Carrier and AWS are partnering to drive digital transformation, streamline operations, and deliver on the potential for more sustainable and connected buildings. I'm Ada Ma, Partner Development Specialist for the AWS IoT, and I will be your moderator for today's discussion. You will hear a real-life customer story on how the Cherokee County School District improved their operational efficiency, understand the school district's digital transformation journey by diving into the smart building use cases, and identify how solutions can be deployed to realize business value for smart building IoT projects. I'm pleased to introduce our presenter, Yasser Qureshi, General Manager for Abound and Digital Solutions from Carrier. He is responsible for Abound's product portfolio, product development, delivery, and ecosystem partnerships. Before he joined Carrier in 2021, he has over 20 years of experience in IoT product development and general management roles with Software AG, Stanley Black & Decker, and Cisco. Yasser graduated from Georgia Institute of Technology with a degree in electrical and computer engineering and an MBA from Georgia State University. And with that, Yasser, I turn it over to you.
All right. Thanks, Ada. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone on the call. My name is Yasser Qureshi. I'm the General Manager for Abound and all digital products at Carrier. Really looking forward to this session, which will be, it's the road to digitalization. And I'm specifically actually going to be talking about an implementation of Abound at the Cherokee County School District and getting into the details of that story. So let's get started. So before I get into the specifics of the deployment at the Cherokee County School District, these are some of the common challenges that they are prevalent across our industry. But more importantly, this is exactly what Cherokee County was faced with as well. We have to admit that the fact that we human beings are an indoor species, and we spend more than 90% of our time indoors. Hence, the importance of indoor air quality has become extremely important in our daily lives. And the fact that buildings account for about 40% of the greenhouse gas emissions, and not only that, 1/3 of the energy that we actually consume in buildings today, or consume via buildings, is wasted, right? So Cherokee County School District were facing this exact same problem. They were focused on the three big challenges that they really had, which I will get into the details, was making sure that they were able to instill confidence and bring their students and their staff back into the school facilities, manage a sustainable environment in a building setup so that they could be meeting their sustainability goals, and lastly also providing this single pane of glass, a single view for all their different systems from a building management perspective, so that not only their facilities team have easy access, but also different personas, including their teachers and to a certain degree their student body as well. So let's get into the specifics of the technology, architecture, and the implementation as well. So just a little bit about Carrier. Everyone knows Carrier as the number one player in the world of HVACs, but Carrier does a lot more than that, right? So they also have we have a whole controls division, which is where I sit, and we have Abound as part of that. We have a security division, we have life safety, and all the different brands that you see shown on the screen here with Carrier, Noresco, Automated Logic, Eco Energy, Linnell, Onity, Edwards, Kitty, Marioff. These are all some of the common brands that are very closely associated with Abound, but there are a lot more brands that we actually have in our portfolio, and hence really puts Carrier in a great position to bring all these different technologies together in providing a holistic solution to our end customers. Focusing on Abound, Abound is a digital platform. It's a suite of connected solutions and cloud-based offerings that enable real-time, intelligent results, making buildings more efficient and responsive. So we provide this holistic platform on top of which it really allows our different business units and in some cases our partners to quickly innovate and accelerate the deployment of new building, intelligent building use cases. The first of which that we launched was indoor air quality, and that's what is actually deployed at Cherokee County School District, which we will touch on. So we firmly believe, and Cherokee County School District was very much is aligned and partnered with us in that vision, is that the future of building starts with Abound. Abound is this central resource, this platform that actually aggregates all different third-party resources and data, making it available to different systems in helping us create a variety of different use cases. The first of which we are really focused on is in the space of health and well-being. Obviously, with the pandemic hitting us, this was the first use case that we actually drove to closure and launched a number of different applications focused on the space of indoor air quality. Second area of focus for us is around asset management. As you know, that HVAC systems in building are a big consumer of energy, and hence really focusing on driving energy efficiency for those assets and managing that effectively is a big area of focus for us. And we take an evolving approach to that, whereas first it's about ingesting data, visualizing it, and then acting on top of it. And that's how we tend to grow our roadmap for all these different use cases. Third, but quite honestly, is the most important part of from a focus perspective for us today is our sustainability value stream. And so we are specifically launching multiple different solutions under our sustainability value pillar. And then fourthly, being the area of safety and security, which again, having the ability to track occupancy using access control systems is key to something that we plan on integrating into Abound. And as consumers of Abound buy into the platform, they will actually have the ability to leverage all these different applications and solution pillars. This is just a quick visual giving you the details about the areas of focus with health and well-being, asset management, sustainability, and safe and secure. Again, with health and well-being, primarily focused with indoor spaces, indoor air quality, focused on the air that we breathe. And we did a very detailed study around cognitive effects if you have a healthy indoor air environment, and happy to share those results with you. But based on we've developed a number of use cases based off of that. Asset management is really focused on facilitating improved asset management by enabling smarter, more predictive services and the ability for you to track and optimize your equipment health and performance. Sustainability, with all the focus on environmental goals and around sustainability that all publicly listed companies will have to manage. We provide a seamless way for them to be really looking at the end-to-end dashboard from a sustainability perspective. And then lastly, safety and security, whereby improving safety and security of indoor spaces while enabling more seamless experiences for occupants is really the focus. That being said, since this is a focused topic from a technical perspective, let me touch on the high-level architecture of Abound. One of the biggest problems that the building industry or the prop tech space has been trying to solve for a number of years now is really addressing the silos of data, the silos of system that exist inside a building. As it's commonly said in the building environment, in the building technology environment, that every building is a snowflake, right? Which is very true. Every building has very different systems. They don't really write towards a common standard. It's not easy for building management companies, facility management departments to really be bridging all these different silos together and having a common view across different platforms. Abound we have spent, a number of years based on our experience. In fact, Carrier has been out there for over 100 plus years, really dealing with with these challenges, and hence have really leveraged all the learnings into Abound and deploying a common platform for all different services. We ingest data from these different services and leveraging a number of AWS services. We are, while we are focused on leveraging our domain in this space and driving the adoption for building technologies, we heavily rely on AWS and AWS suite of services, giving us cloud scale, helping us focus on the core competency from a domain perspective, but really leveraging all the undifferentiated services from AWS, also from a cloud management perspective, to make sure that we can quickly accelerate in our go-to-market and while leveraging AWS scale and suite of services. So we ingest that data into using the MQTT protocol over a Sparkplug format. Once that data is ingested, we ingest it using AWS's IoT core and suite and its rule engine to really route the data to the appropriate sources need be. We leverage, we have Lambda functions that really use siloed pipelines so that we can keep all the streams in their own silos from a pipeline perspective and route them to the appropriate databases. We do leverage the Neptune database from a graph perspective, use TimeStream to really do real-time event analysis, and also then ultimately pair them with our knowledge graph using mechanisms from the brick ontology and schema to really drive equipment relationships, making it super easy to achieve our goal, which is, in the case of Cherokee, this is something that they were very much bought into, is to really provide that, not only that single pane of glass, but also very quick onboarding of buildings. And then the beauty of the way this is architected using AWS's suite of services is that while we have this existing Abound platform, we continue to release new features and functionalities in the space of Abound offerings that our consumers can then continue to take advantage of, because they have integrated into this, into the underlying system. Now they can start consuming our healthy air applications, space utilization, HVAC performance, predictive insights. As I mentioned, the variety of services around sustainability with energy efficiency, net zero management, and then going into the security domain focused on occupancy as well. In addition to the variety of use cases that we will be launching, we also give access to data and enable through a suite of partnerability APIs, whereby developers and or partner companies can leverage our capabilities from the platform and develop additional use cases that would better suit their needs. And then to really top it off, we have a managed services offering whereby we have operation centers that could be managing your environment and your portfolio of buildings, and really managing these applications at scale, target, and providing you the outcomes that you're looking for, versus having to worry about the technology capabilities under the hood. Okay. With that, let's get into the specifics of the implementation at Cherokee County. So Cherokee County is northwest of Georgia. They are a large school district, and Dr. Brian V. Hightower is the superintendent of the school. And we actually had them participate in one of the previous AWS summits as well. And where they were facing a big challenge whereby the staff and the students just didn't have the confidence to return back to school. They had a very high population of virtual students, and they wanted to encourage that student body to start coming into the school and instill that confidence that they can be in the school environment, whereby the school is proactively monitoring the air that they're breathing. So it was really about providing confidence in health and well-being of indoor environments, also supporting the district's commitment to increasing performance of all students. So one of the big areas how schools get measured is to make sure that from a cognitive perspective, the students are performing at their best. And the direct relationship of breathing cleaner air improves your cognitive abilities was a big challenge that they were looking to address. And also, they also wanted the teachers to be focused on teaching and not having to worry about the concerns from students and parents around the quality of air, and not having for this general staff to be getting into the complexity of the various systems from a building perspective. And the solution that they leveraged is Abound, right? So Abound, as you see in this dashboard, is focused on providing air quality monitoring. What you see on the left there is really giving you an overall score based on the well building standard, whether, the performance of your indoor air environment. It, as I mentioned, again, has a variety of different use cases that you could be leveraging out of the box, including live air quality summary. So it's real time. It's not data that gets reported out after weeks of occurring. Then there's also occupancy density built into the platform. There's asset management functionality, energy usage, and monitoring of energy usage paired with live customer support. So this really became the central platform for the facility management teams to not only leveraging for their own built environment from a facilities perspective, but really also giving the opportunity to students and to their staff to be accessing this data and not having to worry about going into complex facility management systems as they exist today. This is a great visual of how Abound could actually be positioned inside a media room, with the air quality constantly being displayed. In fact, at Cherokee, they actually had an issue earlier this year whereby the air quality wasn't great. It was in the yellow zone. And because it's real time, the teachers and the library and the media staff were actually quickly able to get the facility management team in-house to address the issue and take care of it, fix it, again, send that message back to students and parents that they're proactively addressing the issue around air quality. Another big benefit that they saw they were targeting and got out of this was the requests they were getting from the teachers and parents were not only previously used to be specifically around hot or cold, and around managing set points, etc. Now there were a lot of questions around CO2 emissions, around CO2 in the environment, about volatile compounds in the environment, particulate matter in the environment, etc. And now they were really able to, in a very educated way, address these questions to the students, the staff, the parents, and really instill a lot more confidence about their environment, encouraging students back to school. So this is a quote from Bill Sebring, who's Chief Support Services Officer at Cherokee County School District, that implementing Abound has improved the facility staff and administration's ability to understand and manage the health and safety of their building. Looking forward, this is just a little bit of a look into the future. One of the big things that they're wanting to do is they are partnering up with the Career Tech program, whereby once having access to the data, they will actually be giving this access for students to develop models and leverage the data to develop any use case and or capabilities that they would like to develop on top of the system. So they're not only, just like students have environments to actually develop POCs around robotics and computer science, now they actually have the ability to be leveraging data around HVAC systems from a mechanical perspective as well, and develop the use cases that they feel can address their needs. So that's a big initiative. Again, also providing a single pane of glass from a future-proof technology integration perspective is something that the Cherokee County School District is very interested in and continuing to develop towards. And then again, right, they're leveraging all the data and the framework to align and support the district goals with technology and data blueprint, and really building out the future ready graduate program based off of the data that they're getting from Abound. And with that, just would like to thank you for listening in, and looking forward to any questions that you might have.